Okay, so are you ready to take a deep dive today into something a lot of guys think about?
Yeah, always ready for a good deep dive.
All right, cool. We're talking about natural male enhancement,
All right?
and I think this will be interesting because we've got a bunch of different sources,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about all sorts of things from testosterone
Right.
to blood circulation, libido,
Yeah.
and it seems like there's actually a lot of interesting things that nature has for us
Yeah, absolutely.
in this area.
Let's
So,
say, it's funny how some of this stuff has been known for centuries,
yeah.
and yet people are still surprised by it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think we're going to go through a bunch of stuff today where people are going to be like, "What? Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing."
Yeah.
So let's start with a pretty common one. Ginger and honey,
Okay.
right? So I know ginger is good for a lot of things. Like I'm a big fan of ginger tea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought though that that would be good for,
Well, it's
for
interesting
this stuff.
because ginger is a warming herb or a warming root, I guess it is.
Yeah.
And, that helps increase blood circulation
Oh, okay.
throughout your whole system.
I see.
And so that's really important for this.
So it's not like directly doing,
Well, and honey,
it's more like a secondary.
honey is also known to sort of give you like a little energy boost.
Yeah.
And so you put those two together and it's like this really nice combination.
Interesting. Okay. So now let's talk about one that I think is going to surprise some people.
Okay.
Garlic.
Right.
Now, garlic, I love garlic.
Yeah.
But not necessarily the first thing that comes to mind
Yeah, right.
when you're thinking about this kind of stuff.
Not the most romantic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what is it about garlic?
Well, garlic has this really interesting compound in it called allicin.
Mm-hmm.
And allicin acts as a natural vasodilator.
Oh, what?
Vasodilator. So what that means is it kind of opens up your blood vessels,
Oh, okay.
which helps with blood flow. And actually it's interesting because it's very similar to the way that some prescription medications work.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so
It's kind of a natural version of that.
so we've got ginger and honey, we've got garlic.
Yeah.
The next one I want to talk about is maca root.
Okay.
Now, I've heard about maca root, but I don't really know that much about it.
Well, maca root is really fascinating because it comes from Peru.
Uh-huh.
And it's been used for centuries by the indigenous people there
Oh, wow.
to enhance energy and stamina and libido.
Really?
Yeah, and it's thought to work by balancing hormone levels
Okay.
and also providing like essential nutrients.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's like been used traditionally for so long,
Right.
and now modern science is starting to catch up and figure out why it works.
Interesting. So how do you even take maca root?
Well, you can actually get maca root powder,
Okay.
and you can add it to smoothies. You can add it to your coffee.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy to incorporate into your diet.
That's not bad. I mean, I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next one we have on the list is fenugreek seeds.
Okay.
Fenugreek seeds. I mean, I've heard of fenugreek
Yeah.
in Indian food and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So what's the deal with fenugreek seeds?
So fenugreek seeds are thought to increase testosterone levels,
Okay.
which is obviously important for male sexual health and performance.
Got it.
And there's a couple of different ways that people use them.
Okay.
Some people like to soak the seeds overnight
Mhm.
and then drink the water.
Okay.
Other people prefer to take them in supplement form.
Gotcha. So you can kind of choose whichever way works best for you.
Exactly.
Okay. Now the next one I'm really interested in because I've actually heard this called natural Viagra.
Okay.
Watermelon juice.
Watermelon juice, yeah.
So tell me, is there any truth to this?
Well, there's actually some science behind it.
Okay.
Watermelon is really high in this amino acid called citrulline.
Okay.
Now, citrulline gets converted in the body to another amino acid called arginine. And arginine helps your body produce nitric oxide.
Okay.
And nitric oxide is a compound that relaxes your blood vessels.
So it's kind of similar to
And that's actually,
the garlic.
yeah, it's similar to the garlic, and it's also similar to how Viagra works.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a natural,
So watermelon juice is like a natural Viagra.
it can have some of those effects.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that. We've got fenugreek, we've got maca root, we've got garlic.
Yep.
Ginger and honey. Let's talk about ginseng now.
All right.
Ginseng has been used for a long time.
For centuries.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
So what is it about ginseng that makes it so good for this?
So ginseng has these compounds in it called ginsenosides.
Okay.
And those ginsenosides are thought to combat fatigue and boost your energy levels.
So it's more of like an energy thing.
It's an energy thing, but that, of course, translates into better stamina and performance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's ginseng. All right, let's talk about another one that I think a lot of people like to snack on. Pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds, yeah.
So are pumpkin seeds good for this kind of stuff too?
They are. They're really good for you, actually.
Right.
They're loaded with zinc.
Okay.
And zinc is crucial for testosterone production. And it's also really important for sperm health.
Really?
Yeah, so, you know, having a handful of pumpkin seeds every now and then can actually be a really good thing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is ashwagandha.
Oh.
Now, ashwagandha, I've heard a lot about ashwagandha.
Yeah.
But in the context of like reducing stress and things like that,
Right.
so how does that play into this?
Well, ashwagandha is what's called an adaptogen,
Okay.
which means it helps your body adapt to stress.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're stressed out, your libido can take a hit.
Yeah.
So by reducing stress,
You're kind of indirectly...
you're indirectly improving things.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Plus, it has these calming properties, which can be really beneficial for overall well-being and intimacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we've got ashwagandha. We talked about ginseng. What about pomegranate?
Pomegranate juice.
Yeah, pomegranate juice is good for a lot of things, too.
Yeah, it's another one that's packed with antioxidants.
Yeah.
And those antioxidants actually promote nitric oxide production.
Oh, so it's kind of similar to the watermelon?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's working in a similar way.
Okay, so pomegranate juice, that's another good one.
Yep.
Okay, last one I want to talk about is black seed oil.
Okay.
Now, I've heard about black seed oil. I don't know a ton about it.
Well, it's another one that has a long history of use in traditional medicine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and people have used it for all sorts of things. But in this context,
Yeah.
it's believed to increase energy, enhance libido,
Okay.
and just kind of improve your overall well-being.
So it's kind of like a
It's
general...
like a general...
Yeah, tonic. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take it on its own, or you can add it to food or drinks.
Wow. Okay, so that's black seed oil. That's pomegranate juice, ashwagandha, pumpkin seeds, ginseng watermelon juice. It's a lot.
Fenugreek, maca root, garlic, ginger, and honey.
There you go.
That's amazing. It's incredible how many natural options there are.
Yeah, and that's just scratching the surface.
Yeah, right? Like, this is just what we were able to find in our research.
Exactly.
I mean, who knows what else is out there?
Yeah, and, you know, it's important to do your own research.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And talk to your doctor.
Right, always.
Before you try anything new.
Yeah, for sure. But it's really interesting to think that, you know, all this stuff comes from nature. And it makes you wonder, like, what else is out there that we haven't discovered yet?
Absolutely.
You know, maybe in the future, this is going to be like the main way
I think so.
that people deal with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think we're just at the beginning of really understanding the power of nature.
That's awesome. Well, hey, thanks for taking this deep dive with me today.
Yeah, this was great.
It was fun.
Always fun to chat.
All right. And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.